a security system, a contact sensor, a humidity sensor, and a temperature sensor, all wrapped up in one. Today we're going to talk about the ONVIS Security Alarm Contact Sensor. Let's go. Yo, what's going on, guys? Thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to check out the ONVIS Security Alarm Contact Sensor. And for those new here, my name is Shane, and on this channel I'm building an easy and affordable smart home using HomeKit. So if that's something you're into, be sure to subscribe. Click the bell icon so you get notified when I post a new HomeKit video every week. Also go check out my website for all things HomeKit. So what we're going to talk about today is a fairly new product made by ONVIS. This is the Security Alarm Contact Sensor. Kind of a mouthful. So first of all, I want to say a big thank you to ONVIS for sending me this product. Full disclosure, they did send me this product free of charge. But like always, you're going to get my honest review, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I think about it, both the pros and the cons. But like I said, what this is basically it's a contact sensor with an alarm built in, but it also has a temperature sensor and a humidity sensor built in. So first of all, let me just read off kind of some of the details about this product. So this is a Bluetooth product, uses Bluetooth 5.0, low energy. It does include 4 separate accessories that show up in HomeKit separately, being the security system, contact sensor, temperature sensor, and humidity sensor. Those all show up separately in HomeKit. There's 4 security modes, which are stay, away, night, and off. So you can toggle between those 4 modes in HomeKit. The volume is up to 120 decibels. It has a high, medium, and low setting for the alarm. It can serve as a chime when the door opens, kind of like a traditional alarm system. It uses 2 AAA batteries, which are included in the package, and they claim you'll get 15,000 hours of standby time. And the battery level can be checked within the app and within HomeKit as well. So right now, the only thing that can trigger this alarm is this contact sensor. So for example, you can't use an Eve contact sensor to trigger the alarm right now. I spoke with them a little bit. They said that is something they plan to build in the future. That would kind of be a game changer if that's possible. I don't know if they'll pull that off. But if so, that would be pretty awesome if you could use any HomeKit accessory to trigger this alarm. But right now you can't. All right, so that's pretty much the main features there. Let's go ahead and take a look at this thing. The box is pretty nice, the packaging. The box feels a lot like, you know, a box you would get from Apple, the material, the thickness and everything. So it's nice packaging. You can see here on the side, we've got these icons that says security alarm, temperature, contact sensor, humidity, notification, and home automation. And you can see on the front of the box, we have our Works with Apple HomeKit symbol here. All right, so we'll go ahead and open up this box. We'll see what we have inside. We have the actual device here, which is actually smaller than I thought it would be. I'll show you kind of comparison with my knife. It's got 3M tape on the back. We also have the magnet that will attach on the door frame. Here are some included batteries to use. It includes some installation screws as well as some extra 3M tape, which is kind of nice. And that is everything included in the package. So this being a HomeKit device, you can set this up right in HomeKit. You don't even need the manufacturer's app if you don't want to, but I would recommend it. A little bit more on that later. We'll start just by adding it straight in HomeKit. I'll go ahead and grab my phone. I'll open up the Home app. I'll click Add New Accessory, and I will scan the HomeKit code. The HomeKit code is found in the documentation inside as well as on the actual device. So you can see once it's added here, we automatically have 4 new accessories from this device: our contact sensor, our humidity sensor, our security system. So I'm gonna go ahead and rename some of these real quick. And we have the option to add these to existing scenes if we want to. I'm gonna skip that. And here you can see our new accessories are available in our Home app. So it's really that easy to set up. And you can see here the contact sensor, it's working. When I pull it away and pull it closer, it will trigger on and off, and you can also kind of see how fast it is. Actually seems to be working pretty fast. Okay, now that we've got it all set up in HomeKit and in the Home app, I'm gonna go ahead and attach this thing to the door and get it working. So you'll notice I'm actually installing this right underneath another contact sensor that I already had on this door, but this is just for testing and to show you guys, but it's also kind of a good representation. You can see the difference. That's actually one of the Aqara contact sensors, which are some of the smallest around, but you can see kind of the size comparison there. I just want to show you real quickly what it sounds like. I'm not going to blast your eardrums with this, but you'll get an idea of how it sounds when it goes off. It is pretty loud, especially being right at the door. Could be louder, but it's definitely enough to deter somebody who might be trying to come in. Okay, so as you can see, that was really easy to set up. What I would definitely recommend doing, and also something that I did if you decide to get this device, is to install the ONVIS app. It's actually not a very bad app at all. What this will do is give you the ability to run firmware updates, and there actually was one waiting for me when I first installed this app. Go ahead and do that anytime you have a firmware update. And actually, in some cases like this one, you get a little bit more functionality, so we can change the volume of our alarm between high, medium, and low within the ONVIS app. And you can also look at historical records for all of those sensors. So the temperature sensor, the humidity sensor, the alarm, all of them, you can look at historical records within the ONVIS app. I like the little animations they have, but it's nice to be able to see those records if you want it. All right, so let's talk a little bit about using it, and then I'll tell you my overall thoughts, pros and cons of this product, and my feelings of this. I've been using it for over a week now. One thing I want to say before we go too much further is that I was receiving tons and tons of notifications. So I'd be at work and I'd just be getting notifications saying my security system was disarmed. My security system was disarmed. Over and over when nobody was home, nobody was changing anything. Same thing happened through the night. I'd set the alarm in night mode, and throughout the night, different hours of the night, I'd get notifications saying that the alarm was set to night mode. The alarm was set to night mode over and over. So that's obviously a bug that they've got to work out. I spoke with ONVIS a little bit about it. They are aware of it. They know it's an issue, and they said they're going to be fixing it very soon in a firmware update. So hopefully that comes really soon. That was the biggest issue that I saw with this product. In fact, it drove my wife crazy. She kept texting me saying, what the hell are all these notifications coming through on her phone? She had no idea what was going on. She's like, are you at home messing with the security system? But anyway, so they got to fix that. You get the 4 alarm modes like we discussed. There's stay or home, away, night, and off. Off is self-explanatory. The stay or the home setting, basically all that does is when you open the door, when that contact sensor is open or triggered, it'll just chime kind of like a traditional alarm system. And then we have away and night modes. So this is kind of cool if you've used other security systems, which there's not many out there available, but like the Aqara, for example, I've done lots of videos on the Aqara products. They only expose off and away modes in their security system. So it's nice to have these extra alarm modes. So what is the difference between away and night modes? Well, there's really no difference at all. With both of these modes, when the door is open, it will trigger the alarm. So what you're really getting with these extra alarm modes is the ability to create separate automations. So when you're setting up an automation within the Home app, you only have access to triggers, disarms, or arms. So when the alarm is triggered, or when it's armed, or when it's disarmed, you can do things. So you're wondering, where is that night mode and away mode, the different modes we discussed? They're exposed to HomeKit, just not within the Home app, which I know is kind of crazy. But if you use a third-party HomeKit app, something like the Eve app, and you set up an automation, you will see these modes available in there. So for example, you might want to set up one automation that turns on certain lights if the alarm is triggered when it's in night mode, and you may want to create a different automation that turns on other lights, or maybe turns certain lights red if the alarm is triggered when it is in away mode. So you can do that in like the Eve app or a third-party HomeKit app. You just can't do that in the Home app. Okay, so that's pretty much the gist of this product. Overall, I've been using this for a little over a week. It's got a lot of potential. It's a unique product. There's nothing out there quite like it, kind of an all-in-one solution like this. Those notifications were an issue. I really hope they get that fixed. If they get that figured out soon, then I'll really have nothing but good things to say about this. It was super easy to set up. You know, you're getting all 4 of those accessories kind of wrapped up in one little package, you know, all for like under $50, which is really good. So good job Onvis. The connection was good, even though it was Bluetooth. Now granted, I did not have it very far from my HomeKit hub, so that's always good if you're using Bluetooth devices. You get access to those 4 alarm modes, which is nice, something you don't get with like Aqara right now. Those historic records that you have access to in the Onvis app are nice. Now the cons obviously are those phantom notifications that I was getting. They are, like I said, they are aware of it. Hopefully they'll fix it. I imagine they pretty much have to fix this with the firmware update because it's just such an issue. The other downside to this is that it is a Bluetooth product, and I'm not a huge fan of Bluetooth products. I don't use a lot of them. You are limited when you're using Bluetooth range. So just keep that in mind. If you're too far away from your HomeKit hub, being your Apple TV or your HomePod, whatever it is you're using as your hub, you might have some connection issues there. So who would this product be good for? You know, it's probably not best for people with large homes. You know, if you have a lot of entry points, I don't see this being a great product for you right now. If they get to the point where you can trigger that alarm with multiple sensors or maybe existing sensors, that would be great. Then maybe it would be a little more applicable to large houses. I think this is probably best suited for smaller homes, especially like, you know, apartment complexes, or you know, maybe if you have like a garage or a greenhouse, you know, something like that, you know, maybe you want a little extra security, kind of a standalone all-in-one device. Again, keep in mind that it is a Bluetooth device. If you do use it for something like that, you want to make sure you have good range. But this is probably best suited for folks like that. So what do you guys think? Is this a product that you might be able to incorporate into your smart home setup somehow? Let me know, drop some comments down below. Of course, if you have any questions or anything I didn't cover here, be sure to drop your questions down below and I'll do my best to answer all those. So I've actually done a handful of other videos on alarm systems through HomeKit using, you know, your HomePod and kind of do-it-yourself solutions using Aqara. So I put all that in a playlist. You can check out those right here on the screen if you want to look at some of those videos. Again, my name is Shane, and on this channel I'm building an easy and affordable smart home using HomeKit. So if that's something you're into, be sure to subscribe, check the bell icon, give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Be sure to check back every week because we're posting a new HomeKit smart home video each week right here. All right guys, thanks for watching, and until the next time, we'll see y'all later.